NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He'll bring it out. It's Savage. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Florida State's offense will take the field first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week.
Turning it on! And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When you come out and the run game works right away, everybody gets confidence, everybody's happy, and the whole playbook now is open for everybody to use.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Noles with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got his man on the outside. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Seminoles head quickly to the line. The snap sets up the throw. Wideout trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So NC State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get it started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster, and we want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Johns. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes a grab on the shot. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He slings it deep to the left. And this is dropped. incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do.
It's a seam wide open. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Noles will hustle to the line. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Touchdown, Florida State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That'll bring him to within 4.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
He's got it out. Wide open, and it's a foot race.
see him very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Dives into the end zone for the two-point conversion. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are on the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Pressure coming. Quarterback just flat missed it.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Looking to fire. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown Seminoles! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it on the counter. Got room at the 35. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Gives it on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautiful.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Right on the money. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. It's good. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. They're trailing by 13 to Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. On 30 short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Turns it on in midfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Seminoles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throwing on the run. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you see them there taking the shot, and I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Finding open areas. There he goes. At the 30. field.
And offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels.
Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Seminoles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Finds his tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Running to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Dumps it off in the flats. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Noles pounding the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure.
Touchdown, Noles! And they take it in for 6 more points. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have Nole Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
2-point plays, the windows are very small. Windu. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off play action on first down. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Get a big play like that last one. You flip the field. You change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Hand off from the gun. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets it out fast. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking to take a shot. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. And the Noles in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Dances away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he's got it inside the 35. The Seminoles will snap it on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And fires the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running to the left. Look out, he's got room. Still on his feet at the 40. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Let's go. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves. On matchup in Tallahassee.
The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, NC State! The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working that left side now. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shot. They'll mark it at the 49.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. He's going to get the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, they're trying to hit the tight end on a corner throw downfield. Nice job defensively running with the big fella and knocking it away.
Makes the grab. Open space at the 25. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to keep it in the air. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
56, NC State, 27.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Takes it on the return. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Under fire. Gets it out quickly. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down here down to the 42.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Red pass, it's complete. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Bulldozes his way through. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Might as well stick with him. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles! Why not double the try total and go for 2? Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
NC State, 27.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for room. It's Thomas. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Catch in the middle. It's Johns. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Give to the single back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. The give on the option. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. The last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And here comes the punt team. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. From the gun. Give on the inside. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Noles want to pick up the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll leave it with him. Past the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. Here's the thing. You better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Touchdown, Seminoles! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Steps away to find some room.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. To the air, it's Grimes. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up. Make some yards after the catch. Some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Catches it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
On the ground, it's Brewer. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Noles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. Turning it on! The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Seminoles will try to put 1 on the board on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week.
The fake, and he wants to throw. And they get him down. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
77, NC State, 27.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
At the 40, there he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Grimes. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away.
Number 19, on to punt it away.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Toss to the outside. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll run the toss. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. The toss to the outside. Finding an escape route. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running into the open space. Gets it past the marker. He's loose on the left. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Florida State, 27.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Grimes. Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.